Hello. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the local show. Thank you guys for coming. We're glad that you're here. You've got a wonderful evening ahead of you. Do me a favor. If this is your first time at a local show, clap for me. Okay, right on. So we've got a couple new folks here. Do me a favor. Okay, now, so if you have been to a local show before, clap. Let me hear. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about how the evening's going to go. We have four wonderful artists and songwriters, and so they're going to each go down and do what we call in Nashville a writer's round. If you're not familiar with it, they're all just going to kind of take turns playing songs. So we're going to go, we're going to do 2 rounds. There's going to be like a quick 10, 15-minute intermission for you guys to go get snacks and coffee and stuff. And then they'll come back, and then we'll do 2 more rounds, and then that'll be it. Does that all make sense? So clap loud, support the people, cheer. Let me introduce these folks to you. I'll just introduce to you now, and then I'll get out of the way so that way y'all can hear some music. All the way to your left, my left now, I guess if I'm looking at you, Mr. Jeremy Casella. Give it up for Jerry. Next to him, Miss Becca Jordan. If you've been around the Rabbit Room for a while, you know both of these folks and know how wonderful they are. And if you don't know them, then you get to hear some awesome people for the first time. Making her local show debut, Miss Brooke Waggoner. Let's give it up for Brooke. I've known Brooke for a long time. Great pianist, great songwriter, great singer. You're also going to love her music. And then finally, bringing up the rear, Mr. Tom Austin. Y'all get up for Tom. All right. Local show.
Hello. Well, I didn't want to lay it down, but I knew I had to give it up. I was fooling myself for far too long, and I finally found that enough. I got broken down as I could be. It took a while, but I busted free. Through the rattle and the shine, the rhythm and the ride, the rustle of the falling leaves, praying we the poor in spirit. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on us. Well, I was kneeling when the whistle blew, a premonition and a heavy hue, when we caught us a breeze through the tunnel of trees, neath the silver of the harpeth moon, and we were carried in the Spirit's power, in the glory of the golden hour. Lying crippled and bruised, betrayed and accused, I was moving, but I didn't know how. Praying we, the poor in spirit. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on us. I know you'll bind and bottle every tear, and I'm still reeling from the tender words Yellow, maple, red, and tangerine. It's autumn now in Kingston Springs. Church bell chime and rhythm and rhyme, blowing beauty like you wouldn't believe. And the trouble that you've known so well, like the color on the old hotel, is gonna wither and fade, wither and fade, wither and fade away. Wither and fade, wither and fade, wither and fade away. It's gonna wither and fade, wither and fade, wither and fade away. Please welcome Becca Jordan.
All right. Hello, everybody. So sweet to have the attention of a listening audience. Okay. When I was younger, I was really afraid of escalators. They moved so fast, and I didn't know how to jump in. Social media feels like that to me. Life feels like that to me, where I'm like, I just freeze. I'm like, everything's going too fast. So this is a song about that called Train Song. Let's see. There we go. That's my bad. Life moves like a train coming at me with so much speed I cannot move my feet. They are planted in disbelief. And life moves like a train coming at me. And life moves like a train rolling down the line. But time after time I have let it pass me by, watched it leaving me behind. And life moves like a train rolling down the line. I want back on that train. Please let me on again. This time I find a seat by the window. I'm gonna ride. Life moves like a train coming into town. I hear it now. I will get on board somehow. I won't miss you this time around. And life moves like a train coming into town. I want back on that train. Please let me on again. This time I'll find a seat by the window. I'm gonna ride. Oh, please don't pass me by. All right, the lovely Brooke Waggoner.
Okay, this is all I play. I wish I could play the guitar. You're gonna see me walk over this wedge like 5 times tonight, so that should be fun for you. Okay, I'm just gonna go.
Caught a glimpse of the moon, glowing and a gleaming in your eye. And it shined like the moon in the middle of the river, palest of nights. And a pack of sirens in the field to your left caught your eyes and you were wise and moved on. Yeah, they looked so in your face, it was a mangled motley clutter. You uttered things and moved and traveled on. Yeah, you uttered things and moved and traveled on. The pack of sirens in the field to your left caught your eyes and you were wise and moved on. Yeah, they looked so in your face, it was a mangled motley clutter. And you uttered things and moved and traveled on. Yeah, you uttered things and moved and traveled on. Go strong, I don't go strong, honey. And I don't move far, I don't move far, honey. And I don't go strong, I don't go strong, honey. And I don't move far, I don't move far, honey. Yeah. And a pack of sirens in the field to your left caught your eyes and you were wise and moved on. Yeah, they looked so in your face, it was a mangled motley clutter. You uttered things and moved and traveled on. Yeah, you uttered things and moved and traveled on. It was rough. I apologize. It's been a minute.
Imagine being like, this is all I play. I think LeBron says that before every basketball game. Anyway, hello.
Well, yesterday the afternoon was dark. It rained until the river flooded out into the yard. But I woke up this morning and a voice called out to me, come and see, come and see, come and see. And oh, can you see it all around as the songs spring up like lampposts from a freshly watered ground? And oh, can you hear him as he sings, let there be, let there be, let there be. never been the best at writing stories. I buried all my melodies in fear that they were dead. But somewhere underneath it all, a voice calls out to me, come and sing, come and sing, come and sing. And oh, can you see it all around as these songs spring up like lampposts from a freshly watered ground? And oh, can you hear him as he sings, let there be, let there be, let there be. Well, some days I could curl up and cry. Not me, just someone less manly than me. I couldn't write a song again, even if I tried. The ground seems awful frozen, and there's nothing left to sing. Can't you see? Can't you see? Can't you see? But something happens when the earth is empty. The silence like a canvas is a dawn about to break. And my voice is not my own, but still it's pouring out of me. Let there be, let there be, let there be. And oh, can you see it all around as the songs spring up like lampposts from a freshly watered ground? And oh, can you hear him as he sings, let there be, let there be, let there be. Can you join him as he sings, let there be, let there be. Thank you. Everybody welcome Jeremy Casella.
I want to play a song for you that I wrote on a record I did called Death in Reverse. And Death in Reverse is an album of songs unpacking the resurrection of Jesus, actually, and its implications for everyday life. Pretty light, subject matter. But I actually, I came up with a vision for it and got inspired to write this record because I was in Vermont and I was playing at this school called Middlebury College, and it was in January, and it's really cold in Vermont in January. And I grew up in Pittsburgh, but I've lived in Nashville long enough that I hate the cold. But anyways, and I was in. No offense to anybody who likes the cold. I got a little bit of a vibe that some of you do. But anyway, and I went to play this concert at Middlebury, and I got snowed in, and they had to cancel the show, and there's like 2 feet of snow, and I was in this like amazing bed and breakfast by this grist mill in the river, and I had a copy of this book called Surprised by Hope by N.T. Wright, and I just couldn't stop reading it, and I just read it cover to cover and like the whole day there, and man, it was incredible. And anyway, I wrote this song for that record, and it's a song called Let It All Go, and it's, you might have guessed, it's about surrender. And this is one of those songs that, sometimes you write a song and it kind of writes you. And I think that if you're doing it right, or maybe if you just don't get in the way, that might be what it is. The songs kind of know what's going on with you, or the art that you're writing or messing with kind of knows what's going on with you before you do. And so this is a song about all of that, and I'd like to play it for you.
You've been talking in your sleep. You've been living in a dream, a fight or flight, and all you know is nothing's what it seems. You've been bound up on all sides, collected for the cause, Will you fade it out, the light of truth? It's there and then it's gone. But love has the patience to hear you out tonight. No hesitation to set itself aside. There in your heart, so worn out of trying, faking a smile while you're falling apart. You gotta let it all go. You gotta let it all go. You've been. See here. I'm blanking. It's a good thing this isn't live on the internet. Let's see. You've been something. Oh man, what is the word? I have faith. Oh, here goes the chorus. But love has the patience to hear you out tonight. No hesitation to set itself aside. There in your heart, so worn out of trying, faking a smile while you're falling apart. You gotta let it all go. 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 Are you broken down, wrecked beyond repair? The night is nearly over, morning's almost here. There in your heart, so worn out of trying, faking a smile while you're falling apart. You gotta let it all go. You gotta let it all go. What do you wanna know? You gotta let it all go. Are you broken down, wrecked beyond repair? The night is nearly over, morning's almost here. Are you broken down, wrecked beyond repair? The night is nearly over, the second verse is almost here. Surrender. Thanks for your grace.
It'll come to you once I start singing.
Yeah, right.
Just hop up here and grab the guitar and join. Oh man. Well, I feel like this is going to be heretical in this community, but sometimes my prayers are not always worthy of printing in books. So this is a song called Honest Prayer. And man, I don't know if you guys caught it, but I almost like burst into tears when Jeremy said, I have faith. Here comes the chorus. Man, that hit me hard. Because sometimes the words don't come. I know. I know.
Thank you for making that.
Yeah. No, I know. That's how God works, man. I just felt that so deep of like, I want to impress you guys so badly, and I want you to think that I'm so professional, but God, I'm not. And it hit me hard of like, that's how it feels. If I have faith and we're waiting, and then it's like, well, let's just go to the chorus. That's how life feels. So here's a song called Honest Prayer. My friend Hannah Smith helped me finish this, so. I forgot how it starts. I know. It starts with the second verse.
Really sorry.
I didn't see it come until I heard the last door slam. I couldn't find a window like they say you always can. Tell me again how God has a plan. I never thought I'd do it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm struggling with Dorothy. I never thought I'd do it right and still get it so wrong. I never thought I'd be the one to sing this kind of song. Tell me again that I'm right where I belong. Sometimes life isn't fair. You run and get nowhere. Sometimes you're screaming with your fist in the air. Is the only kind of honest prayer. The lady on the corner with her painted cardboard sign, is she paying for her choices? Is she suffering for mine? It's harder to win when no one's on your side. The father kneeling there beside the bed asking why. The mother barely standing up with no more tears to cry. It's hard to believe in the middle of the night. And sometimes life isn't fair. You're knocking, no one's there. Sometimes you're screaming with your fist in the air. Is the only kind of honest prayer. And maybe there's a reason for every tragedy. Maybe it's a test, or it doesn't mean a thing. Maybe it's okay to stumble in the dark, holding fragile pieces of a disappointed heart. Sometimes life isn't fair. You run and get nowhere. And sometimes you're screaming, do you even care? Is the only kind of honest prayer. Is the only kind of honest prayer.
Well, I can see we've moved into the heartfelt, very emotional part of our set, and I'm not quite there. And man, that was so beautiful. Thank you for that. So, I mean, I've lived in Nashville now like almost 17 years. I've never been here, which is crazy. I'm a fan of Rabbit Room. I know what you guys do. I keep up with my newsletters and my social media content. But when I heard it was a house show, I don't know what I was expecting, but it just sounds and feels so beautiful in here. And I wasn't expecting such great sound. So I'm like, okay, I've got to like revise this and make it not feel whatever. Anyway, this is really, really nice. And thank you so much for inviting me here. What a great place. I mean, this is super special. So before I moved here, I grew up in Louisiana, and I was going to college and working on my undergrad in music. And I wrote a song my junior year about just kind of feeling homesick. My family had moved out west at that point, so I was really feeling on my own, getting ready to make a move here, and I just kind of needed to talk about that. I now teach like a lyric lab at Lipscomb, and if I had seen this song on my desk, I would not have been pleased. There's one rhyme in the whole thing. I was like, how many ways can I rhyme? Oh, like, what can I do? So this song is called So-So, and just, like, hang on. It's gonna... You've been warned.
I bought an old home in Del Rio. The status quo stucco looked like the Alamo. Neighbor Jethro brought by his fresco. Lo and behold, he showed where good neighbors abode. Offered tobacco, to which I vetoed. I said I only smoke alone, separate and solo. He wanted to know how I like Del Rio, and if the lack of snow had made it all perfecto. And I replied, oh, why hear it so, but it is no Colorado. I miss my home and the cocoa. I wanna go home, I wanna go home, I wanna go home. He helped me unload my piano, and then I played him a favorite concerto. Yo profundo, I played allegro, and then he tip-tapped through my accelerandos. Gave him a banjo, told you, strum what you know. Then I pretended I was Dino's my maestro. He kept in tempo, and I said bravo. He picked the dearest notes that gave me thoughts of sweet hope. Oh, I hear it so, but it is no Colorado. I miss my home and the cocoa. I wanna go home, I wanna go home, I wanna go home. After the song show, I offered jam and toast. He said he'd forego, and he left to tend his young goats. So I unpacked soap, and I found my bathrobe, and decided it'd be nice to sit and soak on the combo. And I placed a family photo, then let out a sad note. A hunger followed. I bought 2 tacos and H2O to go. Oh yeah, there's no place quite like your home. Oh yeah, there's no place quite like your home. no Colorado. I miss my home and the cocoa. Thank you, Mr. Tom.
I too have a song that only uses one rhyme. The sky was orange. It's a short song. That was my interlude. Hello. So, when I was a kid, an old woman lived across the street from me. Her name was Miss Joyce, and I think my parents are watching this, so hopefully I don't blaspheme. But she scared me. And when she died, her house became empty for a couple years, and we all thought it was haunted. I have 2 older brothers, and we were always just like, Miss Joyce scared us. We're not glad she's gone, but that house is like just kind of eerie now. But then when I turned 10, a couple moved in, and I promise it's gonna connect. Can you raise your hand if you're a vegan? That's good news. Okay, so no one will take offense to this. The couple that moved in across the street from me when I was 10 years old was the most vegan couple that you can imagine. They were vegan for reasons that not even animals are vegan. The woman was a licensed turtle adoption counselor. Real thing. I think she got scammed. And they would let their grass grow really long because they didn't want to kill bugs. And I just remember so picture this. They moved in, and my mom does the thing that all good moms do. She bakes cookies, and she brings them over. And she didn't know anything about this family. They were clearly from out of state, though. And she walked into their house, and there's like 30 animals. Dogs, cats, rats. She had 2 ponds in the basement. That's real. With turtles and fish. I could tell a million stories about this woman, and I'm gonna tell one, and then I'm gonna get to the song. So, there was a carnival that happened kind of right behind our house every year for the 4th of July week, and my brother won a goldfish at this carnival, and he put it in a bowl, as you do, on the kitchen counter in our house. And one day, our neighbor who just moved in walked into our house and was like, "This is an abomination. This goldfish is trapped." And we were like, "Yeah, it's a goldfish." And then she took it. Well, she asked if she could she didn't just steal it. Not like a thief in the night, like our dear Lord. She asked if she could take it, and we said yes. My brother had gone to college at that point. The fish's name was George. And she took it into her basement. And I kid you not, when it left us, it had been in our house for 3 months, which is already a long time to keep a goldfish. And it was this big. And then when she put it in her pond in her basement, I visited weeks later, and it was this big. And she would put her finger in the pond, and it would swim up, and she would pet it. So anyway, can we all agree that vegans are weird? I always just thought that that is a funny hill to die on. Anyway. Let's see if I know what key to play this song in. The house across the road went up for sale when I was 10. And a couple with no children from another state moved in. And my mother went to welcome them with cookies and a card. She was smiling all the way from our front door up to their yard. Lord have mercy, my oh my. Are there eggs inside these cookies? That's against my way of life. You see, when I was a kid, I looked a chicken in the eye. And ever since I did it, I had to decide that that hill was gonna be the place I died. The rest of the song is not funny. When I left for college, I was sure what I believed. I was sticking like a statue to the ground beneath my feet. But with the presidents, evangelists, and murderous police, every statue started falling. That's when I began to weep. Lord have mercy, my oh my. There's something in these arguments that's something like a lie. But I see too much honesty in everybody's eyes. And ever since I saw it there, I just can't decide. So I don't know how to pick a hill to die. A homeless man was walking in a garden with his friends when a mob who didn't know him came and sentenced him to death. But he didn't choose a favorite, even then, and to his shame. No, the hill he chose was different, but the dying was the same. Lord have mercy, my oh my. I'm a criminal in costume, I'm a child in a fire. But I'm sick of all the choosing, and I'm tired of both the sides. So don't give me an answer, just tear apart my pride, and let that be the hill on which I die. Yeah, let that be the hill on which I die. Thank you.
So good, right? Okay. So, like I said earlier, we're going to take a quick kind of 10, 15-ish minute intermission. Rachel Mader, are you around? Hey, y'all ever say hey to Rachel? Let's turn on the lights, everybody can see Rachel. If you walked in and had a scone or some coffee or something, that is due to Rachel, so you have her to thank for that. And she can tell us now about all of the wonderful things that she's baked proudly, I think non-vegan, is that correct? Yeah, she specifically did it. She was like, Tom's playing, he doesn't like vegans, it's the whole thing. Rachel, would you mind telling everybody what scones you've prepared for us? Yes. All right. So y'all, 10, 15 minutes, go grab some scones, get some coffees. Restrooms over here. We'll see you back in 10.
All right. Hi, everybody. Hi, I'm Dave Bruno, Executive Director of the Rabbit Room. And hey, hold your applause for those who can hold a tune that are going to come up here in a minute. The last time I said that in front of this mic was last month. It's been 1 month, so really enjoying being here with you all, and I'm glad to be here again tonight. Hey, quickly, I just want to say a couple of thank yous and then mention something about the Rabbit Room, if that's okay. So the Rabbit Room this year, this season, we're grateful for the sponsorship of Ronald Blue Trust and Brennan Febbles. So thank you so much for our sponsor for the local show. And then also Rachel and Caitlin and Macy and Sarah Catherine and our Grand Rabbit, Wayne, have already been called out, but let's give them a hand again. They put on an amazing show. Brandon and Dewey as well. Thank you for all of this that we hear and see and whatnot. And then I want to say a special thank you to all of you as well. You have either responded by being invited by a friend, Luke, or some of the others who have been brought here one time, or you're a fan of the Rabbit Room, and so you've come back. One way or another, you have chosen to be here and be a part of this community, and that's what makes it so amazing. We do some incredible things. Our mission is to create and to curate works of art, music, story, visual arts that nurture Christ-centered communities. We do that so that they can go out into the world and magnify what's great and beautiful in the world to draw people to Christ, ultimately. And that only happens because we gather in places like this and eat and listen and participate. So thank you so much. If you believe in the, I know that you all believe in the mission of the Rabbit Room and what you're doing, but I just want to also point this beautiful banner over here. Some of you, I always am a little bit nervous about this. Is anybody here a member of the Rabbit Room? Yeah, there's those hands going up. There's a couple of claps. If you feel so moved, we really appreciate that. We're a nonprofit, and it does make a significant difference. It allows us to do things like this and many other things that we do. So look into membership if you're interested, or even a donation. But more importantly, your presence and your care for this community, both locally and all around the world. It's amazing. Thousands of people all around the world are part of this community. Thank you for your participation. We really appreciate it. So with that, I'm going to call up Brandon, who's going to introduce, I think, something special. Yes.
Yeah, I guess I didn't introduce myself earlier. My name's Brandon. Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for being here. I don't work at the Rabbit Room. I just kind of work with them for the local show. And y'all go support them because the Rabbit Room does some pretty amazing things, this being one of them. So one of the fun things about doing the local show is that sometimes you see friends in the audience who are here that are also amazing singers and songwriters. Case A and B. Y'all give it up for Miss Sky. Do what? Who's B? I'm B. You're both A. I'm B. Give it up for Sky Peterson and Addison Egan.
I think so, yeah. Wow. Hello, everyone. We both do solo music, which is really fun, but we really want to start a band. And we don't have the name yet, and that's why we haven't.
It's been months.
It's been months of
we've been through probably 100 ideas.
Guys, we've written so many songs together, but we just have no name. It's so sad. But anyway, so stay tuned. You hear that? Okay. Anyway, we thought we'd share a song from. This is so short. We thought we'd share a new song with you, if that's okay. This is so awkward.
I'm letting you be awkward. I'm like, ha ha ha, I've trapped her.
Like a letter on the
the doorstep, showed up out of nowhere. Don't ask me where it came from, 'cause I don't know how it got there. I was in the middle, caught up in the little world of mine, trying hard to fill this fleeting life. So don't ask me where it happened, 'cause I don't know how it got there. All the good things come. All the good things come. They come when you're not looking. Ooh, no, I wasn't looking. And on paper we were strangers, although it felt like a long time of holding one another, even when we had a hard night. Caught me by surprise when we didn't have to try to fall in love. Right time, right place for the both of us. So don't ask me how it happened, all I know is that you're still mine. All the good things come. All the good things come. They come when you're not looking. Ooh, no, I wasn't looking. Like the laughter after tears, falling unexpected phone call, green lights on the way home. I wasn't looking for pennies on the pavement, they showed up anyway. All that's left to say is all the good things come. All the good things come. All the good things, they come when you're not looking. Ooh, all the good things come. All the good things, all the good things come. All the good things, they come when you're not looking. Ooh, no, I wasn't looking. No, I wasn't looking. No, I wasn't looking.
So good. All right, where are the rest of our artists? Where y'all at? Songwriters. There they are. All right, y'all give it up.
I'd like to play a song that I want to dedicate to a very special guest, my daughter Millie, who's over here. She's awesome. Give it up for Millie. She is a 8th grader, Harpeth Middle School, Kingston Springs, Tennessee, about a half hour from here. She is up way past her bedtime. Actually, technically, it is past her bedtime, but she doesn't go to bed really anyway, so it works, right? I said, "Are you tired?" She goes, "No, I'm having an amazing time." I said, "Okay." But I'm so glad that you're here. And I wrote this song originally inspired by her when she was probably 4. And not too long after that, when we came here earlier to set up and stuff, we pulled in here and I said, "We've played here before. You were really little. And they've changed the house, you know, and there was a house here before that was smaller, different arrangement, and she was, I think, 5. So it's been a little time has passed, but love Millie so much and want to play this song. So I used to, when she was really little, And I still call her this, but I try not to embarrass her, so I'm going to make this really short. But I did ask her if I could say these things, and she said yes, so we'll see how that plays out on the car ride home. However, she said, I used to call her Beauty as like a nickname when we were kids, when she was a kid. And I felt like a kid. I was a kid as a dad, pretty much, and you figure it out as you go along. But anyway, and so that's where this song originally came from, and then sort of morphed into a meditation on beauty itself. And so this is called Beauty Leads the Way.
You've got a smile that lifts me out of here when I'm all tripped up and turned around. I'm in the trenches, will you lift me up again? My heart and mind so far away. Ooh. For the longing, the aching and the call. There's no denying you at all now. Beauty leads the way. Beauty leads the way to the glory of the world we were made for. Beauty leads the way. Look in the spaces where the separation thins to dislocated cracks of light. Under the surface, up above, it's all the same. You're everywhere and hard to find. Ooh. For the longing, the aching and the call. There's no denying her at all now. Beauty leads the way. Beauty leads the way to the glory of the world we were made for. Beauty leads the way. Beauty leads the way. Beauty leads the way to the glory of the world we were made for. Beauty leads the way. Well, she'll take you by surprise, roll right into the flames. She measures the sacrifice, 'cause beauty leads the way. Oh, she's like the morning sun, and the answer to your shame, rescued from where we were. Beauty leads the way. Beauty leads the way.
Thank you.
Pivot over here to the piano where I feel a little bit more at home. I'm going to sing, this next song is called Maria's Song. I had the privilege of being partnered with a group called the Giving Notes Project, based out of Richmond, Virginia, where they connect songwriters with people who want to tell their story. And so I was reached out to last March when the war in Ukraine started, and was connected with a woman named Olga and her mother Maria. Her mother Maria is in her early 80s and was in Ukraine at the time of the war when it began. And so Olga, through crazy stories, was able to get her stateside and with her. And in my chat with Olga, I said, "What do you want this song to be about? The both of you, the two of you?" And she said, "No, not me. But I'd love to tell my mom's story." And so I said, "Okay." And so we had a Zoom call, but so this is Maria's story. She was a teacher and taught music in school, and was faithful to her community, and is a beautiful soul. And so this is a song for her. Sky Peterson actually came over when I was trying to write this song. I was really struggling with how to tell the story, and so thanks to her, we sat down and she said, "Why don't you just write it from the heart, like just write a letter?" And so I was like, "That's it. That's what I need to do." So this song is written from the perspective of Maria to her daughter Olga. So this is Maria's story. Oh, my love, how I want to tell you a story that ends well. Here I am, so far away, in the beautiful home you've made in another place. Remember the day you called me and told me to pack my bags just in case I needed to come to you and leave Ukraine. Oh, how I wish there was another way. Sorrow has a melody that haunts me in the night, but love sings the harmony and wakes me to the morning light. When I was young, I saw war once before, watched our wheat fields weep under Russian force. A little girl in a man's world, my spirit was still unfurled. I knew then that I wanted to be a woman who always created beauty. So I taught the children to sing and planted the tulips to rise every spring. Heartache has a melody that haunts me in the night, but love sings the harmony and wakes me to the morning light. Now I hold on to you when we walk around. I miss your dad every day when the sun goes down. He used to call you from the garden house to tell you what was coming up, no matter what. Grief has a melody that haunts me in the night, but peace sings the harmony and wakes me to the morning light. So let us not forget to sing and tell each other what's true. Oh, my love, how proud I am and how much I love you.
That was really beautiful. Wow. Okay. squeaky. Well, I think I'm gonna play a cover. I don't know. Let's do it. It's a really old song though. So this is like 100 years old now, which is fun to me. This was in a time where like pop music was being written for sheet music. I mean, they were selling singles of sheet music, and like I'm all about that. Inner nerd. So this was like a father-daughter writing duo named Fred and Doris Fisher, and the song is called "Whispering Grass, Don't Tell the Trees." There was a pretty great singing group in the 40s called the Ink Spots that kind of put this on the map for American culture. Anyway, you may or may not know it. I really love this song. I love how condensed the words are to basically talk about how to hold someone's trust. And you just keep your mouth shut. You just listen, right? Like you keep that for them, and you treasure secrets that are shared with you. Hopefully, good secrets, not like harmful secrets. Let's just keep it in a really good PC zone for this. But anyway, I'm gonna play. I ramble.
Why do you whisper green grass? Why tell the trees what ain't so? Whispering grass, don't tell the trees. Yeah, the trees don't need to know. Why tell them all your secrets? Who kissed there long ago? Whispering grass, don't tell the trees. Yeah, the trees don't need to know. Now don't you tell it to the breeze, 'cause she will tell the birds and bees, and everyone will know, because you told the blabbering trees. Yeah, you told them once before. It's no secret anymore. Why tell them all the old things? They're buried under the snow. Whispering grass, don't tell the trees. Yeah, the trees don't need, the trees don't need, the trees don't need to know. Now don't you tell it to the breeze, 'cause she will tell the birds and bees, and everyone will know, because you told the blabbering trees. Yeah, you told them once before. It's no secret anymore. It's no secret anymore. It's no secret anymore. Thank you.
I'm getting married in like 40 days to Sky Peterson, who just blew your minds at the break. And is it exactly 40 days? Okay. Yeah. I like the idea of 40 better, not because it's longer. It's a nice even number. It feels like I'm in the wilderness, wrestling with, or being tempted by the devil. Anyway, So yeah, we're getting married in 39 days. And I bring that up because I don't write a lot of love songs, but I wrote one. And I would like to play it if that's okay. I mostly just kind of write like sad kind of indie Christian songs, you know? And this one came really naturally, actually, because it came kind of from the same place that I write those sad indie Christian songs. I messed up, and I needed forgiveness. And it was a couple days before Christmas, and Sky had a show in Nashville, and I flew home, and I wrote this song on the plane, and then played it so that I didn't forget it the second I got home. And yeah, it's a love song. I hope that's okay. Can I play it? Yeah, okay. It's called Another Year. Also, it comes out in 2 weeks. And I'd also like to say, these guys are amazing, are they not? Being an indie artist, it's not as noble of a sentiment as I'm segueing to. Being an indie artist is a really hard thing to do, and there are a lot of very easy ways that you guys can support us. One of those ways is to follow us on Spotify. Another one is to follow us around. I'm just kidding. And another one, and here comes the part that I had planned, is to buy their merch. And I brought t-shirts, and me and Sky are getting married soon, and we need the money. Another year, another pair of stunted wings, another turn of this kaleidoscope of broken things. Another year, another push that came to shove, another arrow in the wall, the place the target was. And it didn't go the way I planned it out. It was just a whisper that became a shout, and with anyone else I'd be fine just leaving it here. But with you, my love, it wasn't just another year. Another hard love to believe, another poison that alone I would have never seen. Another year, another morning in the park, another slow and sure reminder of the better parts. And it didn't go the way I thought it would. It was half as comfortable and twice as good. And with anyone else I'd be fine just leaving it here. But with you, my love, it wasn't just another year. Another year. Another year. There'll be plenty more to come. They'll be full of my mistakes, just like the other ones. Another year. Another treasure in the ground. Another price we have to pay to keep the love we found. And it won't be easy, I think you know. It takes years of dying for things to grow. And with anyone else I'd be fine just leaving it here. But with you, my love, I just can't wait for another year. Thank you.
is for my braces. When I was first beginning my life as a touring musician and such, I needed gigs, guys. You need gigs to make money. And I would take anything that came my way, including junior high retreats. I don't recommend. It's been many years. Thankfully, I've upgraded, as you can tell tonight. But anyway, I used to play this, and they'd say, "Is that for your braces?" And I was like, "Man, do you know who Bob Dylan is?" You know? And they were like, "No." And that's the story. So anyway. But this is a song that I wrote a long time ago, and I've revisited, re-engaged with my former self in a good way. I'm 47, and I feel very aware of this season in my life because so many people that I love are getting older. And so am I. So is my daughter. And it's so fast. All of this is so fast. And I think that kind of happened for me because of COVID and just the forced pause that was. And then life sort of resumed, but didn't really resume. And what is this, 2023? I don't even know what you call this time, but it certainly isn't normal, whatever that was, at least for me. And so I'm trying to be really present with all of that. And I'm writing for a new record now, and it's just very interesting to be doing that in this phase of my life because I don't care about the same things that I used to care about in a good way, I think. Meaning I care way more about leaving a legacy of love and honesty and compassion than I do about what I used to care so much about, which is what I thought being successful meant or what I thought being great at this or music or whatever meant, you know? And I think you lose those things and you gain kind of being great in a certain kind of way because you learn how to actually loosen up and receive the gift that all of this is, you know? And so I want to play a song because this song for me is sort of like a true north, I think. And it's about Jesus and how he's the center of everything, really. And my deepest prayer for my kids is that they grow up in a home or around a community of people like yourselves that value the person of Christ as a resurrected, living, breathing, incarnated human being, savior, prophet, priest, king, all the descriptors. And not just for religious reasons, although we get there. And I think liturgy can kind of hold us that way, religious liturgy. But ultimately, what I'm talking about is a living, breathing person who I just kind of can't seem to get past. And who, as I get older, I find holds me more and more. And I don't understand it, but I sure am thankful. So this is a song about that, kind of. I hope you guys are ready for this. Okay.
Who's this who wears no silver? Who's this who wears no gold? Yet the riches of his kingdom are the source of wealth untold. And in his hands he holds no scepter, and on his head he wears no crown. Yet he rules over the seven seas and the land those seas surround. Oh, who's this whose strength is mighty, fist is made to strike him, he just turns the other cheek. And in his sight, every life is sacred. Save the harlot from the stone. Then, like a lamb led to the slaughter, he refused to save his own. Such an apparent contradiction until you take a closer look and you stare into the mystery of the life that it took. And it's so much to try and understand. Well, it's way too much to grasp. So when I see Jesus face to face, I've got questions I'm gonna ask. Like why the crucifixion, and why an empty tomb? And will your trail of contradictions always lead me to the truth? Jesus, will your trail of contradictions always lead me to the truth?
Gosh, Brooke, don't you wish we could do that? I wish that was an instrument. Yeah. Oh, could you? You're doing that next, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave you with a lullaby. So I'm gonna totally gonna pivot to the left. So sorry to bring it back down again, but I'm leaving it to Brooke and you guys to pick us back up. Maybe, I don't know. But I've got I've got 2 nephews and 1 niece, so 3 little people in my life that I love. And my nephew, who is 4, always says, I don't know where he got this, but he says, I love you to space. And I said, that is a good song. So this is called Infinity.
Take your telescope and point it to the night sky, midnight blue. Tell me what you see. See the galaxy. That's love times infinity. 100,000 million stars, and look at us, here we are. Can you believe in you and me is the wonder of infinity? When you were born, I held you tight imagination brought to life. You looked at me, I knew instantly that's love times infinity. I love you to outer space, as far as your eyes can see. I love you to outer space, far as your eyes can see.
You just gotta come over like every night and just kind of do that. That's so nice. Wow. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you guys for sharing and getting to share time together. And like super quick, I'm not going to be wordy, I promise. But for the first 10 years of living here, my life was just wild and crazy, and I was on the road all the time. And doing the thing, doing the music thing. And I love the music thing. I'm not a jaded music thing person, but it was a loud life. And then when I hit my 30s, I started building my family, and my husband's here tonight, which is really sweet. And we have 3 kids, and it's amazing. My 30s have been this wonderful, loud, tiring ride, which is why I need these lullabies in my life. But I was thinking about that as I really wanted to write something for tonight, and it's very raw and rough, so just be like forgiving. But I was just thinking about how loud everything is, and how we're always, I don't know about we collectively, but culturally I feel like we're just kind of complaining about the noise all the time as we make noise. And feeling sort of bloated, really. It's like a weird problem. So this song was about just sort of like lamenting youth and how I would hear music and just how exciting it was, and it still is, but it's different, right? Like that's part of that's part of getting old. It's like a weird, everything gets sort of sepia toned, and you start looking back and it shifts, and it's natural and great. But missing old things and realizing I just don't really have the ears to hear new things. But I will, and so it feels really hopeful too. So anyway, that's what this is about. It doesn't have a title yet.
I miss the songs that move me, when feelings went so easily found. But there is the ground beneath me, and it's seen many an empire drown. missed the cut right through me. But the fat of my living blunts the knife, and the heavens are full and breathing with lungs that'll outlast all of our plights. But the soil stays soft in its sheathing, for the hands of God run rings around the Saturns and the sun. Soil stays soft in its sheathing, for the hands of God run rings around the Saturns and the suns. Rings around the Saturns and the rings around the Saturns. Rings around the Saturns and the sun. And I miss the songs that moved me when feelings were so easily found.
It's kind of a downer. I'm sorry.
So here's what happened. I walked in today about 6:15, and I asked Brandon, in which place am I going to go? And he pointed to the fourth chair. And he was like, "You're closing. Is that okay? Do you have like a good closer?" And I was like, "Yeah." Brandon, I lied. I didn't lie. I just answered your question without weighing it first. And I think I do have a good closer. Raise your hand if you've been to a local show before. Yeah, okay. So you know that the closer is always this, like, sing-along song, kind of? This is not that. But in my head, there's a song that I can tag on the end of this. That's how I end my shows. And we're going to find out if it works. Is that okay? Can we give one more hand to these amazing artists? Again, I am I'm just honored to be in your company tonight. That's awesome. Like every song, being at a local show, me and Sky basically come to almost every local show. And every day, or every time that it's about to happen, we're like, should we go to the local show? I don't know. And then we come, and it's always amazing. And like every song is always amazing, and tonight was no exception. So thank you guys for letting me be a part of this. Again, if you want to support us, follow us on Spotify, buy our merch, and also I would assume we all play house shows or some form of show like this. Come talk to us. We'd probably love to play for you. This is a song that I wrote. My brother and I kind of wrote an EP when we were processing the death of our grandparents. I won't tell the whole story, but essentially we went to their house like all the time for like holidays and things. Like their house was just synonymous with Christmas and Thanksgiving. And when when I was in college, my grandpa had a couple of mini strokes and couldn't really take care of the house anymore. And my grandma started to go blind in one eye and then in both eyes and started to develop dementia. And they ended up moving into a nursing home and selling the house. And when they were in that nursing home, at first they were in the same room, and then they had to split them into different rooms because my grandpa could kind of take care of himself a little bit more than my grandma could. And eventually they moved her to like the opposite side of the nursing home. And every day my grandpa would make the long walk to go see her. And by the end of her life, it was like a very fruitless walk. Like he would just go and he would just sit with her because she didn't know him. And he would just sit there and hold her hand for 7 hours a day. And she was a gardener her whole life, and there was a courtyard. And sometimes, we would take her out walking when we would visit. And she didn't really know our names, but sometimes when we would take her walking in the garden, she would look at a flower, and she would name it. And I don't know if you've ever, kind of walked with somebody through dementia. I describe it as like the emptying of a person. It kind of just felt like this curtain was being lowered. Like some people just get abrupt endings, but for her it was like the curtain was being lowered very slowly. And when it finally got down, I was like, man, what was it like watching that and processing it? I was trying to find the words for it, and I kind of realized that it was like watching a sunset. Because when you watch a sunset, it's gold, and then it's gray, and then it's dark, and then the morning comes. So this song is called The Morning. Well, I sat on the grass as it hurried away, calling out for the earth to be patient. And the blue turned to gold, and the gold turned to gray, till the last of the evening was fading. And I'm falling asleep, but I'm dying to wake, and I'm longing to feel something true again. But to sit at your side is to learn how to wait, 'cause in the morning I'm gonna be new again. Well, her light isn't gone, it's just further away, and it's robbing the earth of its meaning. It was her memory first, like the end of a day, fading out with the break of the evening. And she's falling asleep, but she's dying to wake, and she's longing to feel something true again. But to sit at your side is to learn how to wait, 'cause in the morning she's gonna be new again. and she's falling asleep, but she's dying awake, and she's longing to feel something true again. But to sit at your side is to learn how to wait, 'cause in the morning she's gonna be new again. In the morning she's gonna be new again. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. You guys sing that? When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. Keep singing. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. Thank you guys so much.
I'll give it up for these guys. Jeremy Casella, Becca Jordan, Brooke Waggoner, Thomas Austin. So good. So good, y'all. That was rad. That was great. I didn't cry at all. No one cried. No one cried all evening. Okay, let me give you guys a few bits of housekeeping before we depart this evening. First things first, Tom, you said you have merch. Tell the fine folks what you have over there.
Thank you, Dewey.
There he is.
Also give it up for Dewey.
Dewey T. Boyd.
I feel bad because I'm the only one who brought merch. Yeah. I don't know if it was in the email. I just know I've been to previous local shows, and they've had merch. Okay. So anyway. But I have T-shirts, and I have stickers, and if you talk to me real nicely, stickers, I can give you a sticker for free if you would like. They're $5, but I'll give you one for free if you're really nice.
Yeah. Killer sales pitch. So we, if you're new to the Rabbit Room, we do this, the local show, usually the first Tuesday of every month, with a few exceptions. One of the exceptions is next month we are off because the Rabbit Room has their yearly conference Hutchmoot that happens in the first couple weeks of October. So no local show next month, but we will be having one in November. And so be sure and follow the Rabbit Room on social media, Facebook, Instagram stuff, and we'll be announcing the lineup. It's going to be another good one. And then we'll kind of take a break, and we'll be back at it at the beginning of the year. While you're on Instagram and social media, go find all these folks. And seriously, what Tom said, like, you like these guys, you like the stuff that they do. The best way to support them is to follow them online, buy their stuff. They all have shows. You should go to those shows and tell your friends about them. So please do that. And then, yeah, like I said, watch the Rabbit Room's social media for announcements on future shows. The last bit of housekeeping is one for the room. We actually need to kind of tear down all these chairs and move a bunch of furniture after you get done. So when you get done, when I get done here in a second, the lights will come back on. Go grab some scones. Go buy all of Tom's merch. And then if you could, please go outside to the back porch. There are fans. It's not blazing hot like it normally has been. So once you get done, please get up here, grab your stuff, and then if you're going to stay and hang out and talk, that's awesome. But please do that outside. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here. Give it up one more time for these guys. So good. Thanks, y'all. Everybody have a good evening.